Hello, and welcome to the TWSN Patreon page. Here we will provide you with the sports betting tips, picks, and information in order for you to become a successful gambler. We have 5 packages that I think really do an incredible job of providing the information tailored to you, what you want, and what your sports betting needs are. For more information, reach out to the TWSN team, but we have a ton of stuff coming your way. Content from fantasy football, sports betting for UFC, NBA, NHL, and of course, the NFL. We are so excited to be able to bring this service to you, and let us know if there's any more information you need.
Get up, let me begin. This is TWSN. You ain't heard about us yet, well you better know now because it's the place that it all goes down on.
Hey everybody, welcome back to ShopTalk. Obviously Trey and I are here as always, and we are introducing my friend Billy Court from, Stetson University, home of the Hatters, where we reside. Billy is our tackle here and one of the best players I ever played with. Figured he'd be a good addition to the show this week.
Thanks, Dom. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so we're going to start our conversations today talking about the Raiders. Obviously, there's been a lot of, I think problems is an understatement in that organization. I don't want to get too deep into the details about it, but I'd like to touch moving forward. Do you think that they'd be able to continue winning at the rate that they're winning at? Obviously, they're 5-2, sitting near the top of their division. We'll start with you, Bill. Moving forward with the Raiders, how do you think they're going to go?
To be honest, I didn't have very high expectations for the Raiders coming into the season, but like you said, they're 5-2. Definitely had their bumps in the road, but I think Rich Bisaccia has the locker room. I think everyone likes him. Everyone's bought in, so I think there's no reason they can keep winning. Derek Carr is definitely doing the job for them, so I don't know. I think they can keep it up.
No, I mean, I agree, Trey. Obviously, I'd like to hear how you feel about this. The Raiders are playing the Giants this week. I feel like that's another winnable game for them. If they get that win, they're at 6 wins moving forward for the rest of the year. And with, obviously, I wouldn't say good momentum, which is all the issues going on in the locker room. But Derek Carr's been playing good. Last year, Derek Carr was my dark horse MVP take. You know how I feel about him, Trey. Trey, do you think the Raiders are able to make the playoffs this year for them?
I'm gonna put it like this. Just looking at it, from a team perspective, a player perspective, I feel like the Raiders continue to find ways to overcome a bunch of obstacles. And again, you touched on it, they got another one coming up, but it is a winnable game. I feel like they're going to make the playoffs, and I think that when they get to the playoffs, they have a chance to be a really hard out just because all this adversity they're having to go through is only going to make them stronger. And I think that, Billy brought up a great point. Their interim head coach has them playing good football, and they're rallying behind him. And I think they sort of feel like, again, this is just another test they got to go through, but they're, again, leaning on each other. And that's what's been most impressive to me. Derek Carr has been playing really well. He's a fantastic leader. I don't think anybody's ever questioned his leadership skills. And they're going to need to be on full display this week for the Raiders to go in and get a win. Because at the end of the day, the Giants, albeit are not playing to the level that they wanted to going into the season, they're still a really young and talented team. And I think Joe Judge is a good coach and will have them ready to go and fired up to play. And they look at this Raiders team as vulnerable. But up until this point, the Raiders are really, really good. I think that the way they've continued to overcome, tough games, tough locker room situations, the way they have battled through both on the field and off the field gives them the chance to be a really good team late into the season. And then if they get to the playoffs, they could absolutely be a tough out for any team in the AFC.
Billy, I want to raise this question to you because, you're the guest today. I'm going to try to pick on you a little bit. Do you think that Zay Jones, obviously being on the Raiders, do you feel like he's going to be able to fill the shoes that Henry Ruggs is leaving behind? I mean, they're both speedsters. Ruggs was the leading receiver for the team. How do you feel about that transition?
It's a pretty tough guy to replace. First-round pick, huge talent, obviously, like you said, speedster. But I think they're getting Darren Waller back soon. I'm not exactly sure on that, but I think it's one of those things that they can do by committee kind of, especially with how well Derek Carr is playing. Mm-hmm. Zay Jones, I do like Zay Jones. I think he will step up and have a bigger role. But I really think they can do it by committee and fight for that wild card spot.
You know what this screams to me, Dom? This is just me just off the dome. I really feel like a dude that could step up is Kenyon Drake. Simply out of the fact that they went out, they signed him on a contract. We know his ability to catch balls out the backfield. Quarterbacks love that type of player that you can check it down to. That's why Hunter Renfrow has been so successful for the Raiders as well. I feel like Kenyon Drake is going to be the person that sort of fills that void a little bit. I think Billy brought up a good point. You really can't replace the type of production that Ruggs was giving you, and it's going to be a committee type thing. But I feel like Kenyon Drake could be an unexpected beneficiary of them needing a little bit more production from all their receivers. And if you're going to go out and pay them for that type of money, you better use them.
Absolutely. So I see here Ozzy, our producer, just put up a comment. Waller should be back this week. We just got a report saying that he was out in week 7, obviously, but with the week 8 bye, he
should be good to go. I would feel like he's just going to want to go out there and make plays, and they're going to need him for sure.
Absolutely. Moving into our next subject of the day, we're going to give some mid-season predictions because why not? We got Billy
you
on
love
the
these
show.
types of things, don't you?
I love these things. We got Billy here, and so overview of this, we're going to pick our team who we think is a favorite out of the AFC and the NFC to make the Super Bowl. Once again, a little bit early to predict, but I feel like we have a good picture of some places we can start. I'm going to get us started actually in the AFC. And I hate to say this, I had been, Billy and I are Cleveland guys, or I'm sort of a Cleveland guy. Billy is a Cleveland guy. I've been harping Browns for a while. I got to go against my take. I'm going to go with the Bills getting out of the AFC this year. I love Josh Allen. I love the way he plays. I love that team, Stephon Diggs. I think the biggest thing that they have over other teams in this division is the chemistry that they have built. This team knows how to win. They've won before. Obviously, they haven't gone to the Super Bowl yet, but I think this is a team that has a great coach, a great culture, and obviously the talent necessary to win at this level. So I'm going with the Bills.
Ah, boy. Man, look, here's the thing. Last year I was completely sold on the Baltimore Ravens. Watching them this year, I love their team. I love, Harbaugh as a coach. I don't like the way they're scoring. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on Lamar, but you know what? Forget it, Dom. I'm going to do it. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. I love the Baltimore Ravens as a squad. I feel like the way that defense has bounced back with all the injuries they dealt with, they continue to just keep fighting and finding ways to come up with key plays throughout the season. And I refuse to doubt Lamar Jackson. So forget it. I feel like you're right. The Bills are the most complete team in the AFC. I feel like there are better teams on paper that you can say you have more confidence in. But the Baltimore Ravens have everything you want. A franchise quarterback, a Super Bowl head coach, a gritty defense. And in the AFC, when crunch time comes around in January, that's all you really need to go win a chip. And with Lamar Jackson, he's such a streaky player from the sense that when he gets going, whether it's his legs or his arm, and I'm not just talking about in a game, I'm talking about, weeks, on a span of weeks, that whole team is just flowing. And I could so see Lamar turning it on, especially now that they know that, hey, they might not have to deal with Derrick Henry late in the year. I feel like the Ravens are going to have a bunch of juice, a bunch of confidence. Marquise Hollywood-Brown is playing great football. Bateman, I think, is going to end up stepping up late for them. Why not? Ravens flock, baby. I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah. You mentioned grit. I'm going to swing it over to Billy here, one of the grittiest guys I know. Straight out of the streets of downtown Cleveland. Billy, who do you got?
Yes, I love what both of you guys are saying. I think those two teams would definitely meet in my AFC championship prediction. With the Chiefs struggling, I just think it's the Bills' time. Like you said, just talk about Josh Allen. I want to say his third or fourth year in the league now, and I just feel like it's time. They were so close these last year, and I don't know. Especially Trey, you mentioned Derrick Henry injured. The Titans, who knows what will happen with them? My prediction is the Bills.
It just feels a little bit too perfect. Like, I just hate how everybody's loving the Bills, and the Bills seem like too much of a logical answer for me to fully jump on to the Bills bandwagon. And that's not to say I don't love Josh Allen or that team. I just feel like it's too perfect for them. I feel like somebody else is going to end up coming out of that conference.
Trey, do you think people said it was too perfect for the Patriots every year they went on to win the Super Bowl? I feel like we've seen it in the past. It's not something I'm willing to write off. I'm not comparing the Bills to the Patriots, obviously, but I'm just saying, it's something that I feel would be foolish to write off. But so Bill and I got the Bills. Stetson Hatters unite. We're sticking together, and the Butler Bulldogs going with not the Bills, with the Ravens. Really quickly, we're going to fly through the NFC so we can get to our takes for the games this week, so we'll make this really quick. Cowboy. I think I just gave it away.
You taking the Cowboys? No, go ahead.
Terrible. I just said that out loud. I'm taking the Cowboys to make it to the Super Bowl this year.
That's dumb. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm telling you, that's a stupid take. Let me tell you something. Here comes my fan rant. I'm sick and tired of this. I deal with this every year. It's getting on my nerves. They're going to let me down. They do this to me every year. They build you up. They go really perfect. They're going to let me down. I know it. I'm taking the most complete team in the NFC. I told our boss Malik this when we had him on a couple weeks ago. The Los Angeles Rams are the most complete team. They're the scariest team. Top 10 quarterback. Jalen Ramsey's a dark horse defensive player of the year. When you look at how he's being used as a defensive back there, playing at the corner, the safety spot, he's blitzing, he's man coverage, he's zone. He's been spectacular. Now they went and traded for Von Miller to go alongside the best player in the NFL and a future Hall of Famer in his own right, in Aaron Donald. That team is so complete. Cooper Kupp on pace for 2,000 yards, breaking Calvin Johnson's record if he keeps this pace going. And now Henderson is running the ball really, really well. Sean McVay's a genius at that offensive spot, as head coach and offensive coordinator. The Rams are going to win it all, in my opinion, and they're going to come out the NFC.
All right, Bill, who you got?
Real quick, you guys are beating me to all of my takes, but I sided with you in the AFC, Dom, but I'm going to have to side with Trey here.
Yes.
I do like the Cowboys, but I just think I'm not sold on the Cardinals. I think it's the Rams year to do it in the NFC.
Has to be. They've sold out, Dom. They've sold out all their picks. They're going all in there.
Look, I love the Rams too, but I just have a feeling that this is Dak Prescott's year to do something.
I love the boys, and I'll be so happy if they do, but they've let me down too many times.
So moving really quickly, we're going to fly through these predictions. We're going to start with Raiders versus Giants. We all kind of touched on this. Bill, who do you have winning this game?
I like the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Raiders as well. I mean, I feel like they got the juice going right now.
That's crazy because I'm going with the Raiders as well. That's 3 for the Raiders. Trey and I are pretty good at these, Bill. I want you to – I don't know how many – I know you've tuned in for I know you've tuned into a couple of shows, but Trey and I, we don't really miss that much. I didn't miss one my first week. I think I only missed –
We got to go back and track them to see, what our overall record is.
Yeah,
definitely. I'd love to hear the record.
You got 3 for the Raiders. All right, Browns, Bengals. We should have made this a segment on the show, having Billy. But we were a second too late for that, and now we have to deal with that. I think the Bengals are going to start their decline, which I predicted in our last show. I said it. Everyone laughed at me, and then they come out and lose to the Jets. I'm going Brownies. I think the Browns, similar to the Raiders, now have a chip on their shoulder. Baker Mayfield, with his one shoulder, I feel like is going to be able to start picking up a little bit. He always does. He starts out slow, and he always starts picking up midseason near the end. I think this is going to be a big game for the Browns. This is going to be one to prove that they're not done. I'm taking the Browns.
I like the Browns too. I can't pick against them. I disagree with you. I think the Bengals are for real. I think that offense is very dangerous. I don't feel great about, obviously being a Browns fan, it's right there. I don't feel great about the Bengals coming off that loss. They're going to be pissed off, but the Browns, as bad as it looks the past few days, all the drama, everything going on, injuries, I can't not pick the Browns. Here's Brownie too. But
oh boy, look, listen guys, Billy, at least you have a good head on your shoulders. Dom, you're just a troll at this point, and you're gonna get us all fired, man. Listen, the Bengals are gonna win. The Bengals are a dark horse team that everybody in the AFC needs to be scared of, and I think they need to be appreciated as one of the more complete teams in the league. The Bengals are going to win pretty handedly. I love the Bengals.
Yeah, whatever. So we got 2 Browns, 1 Bengals. Trey, I don't know what's going on with you today. We usually agree on these takes. We're a little off. I don't know what's going on.
You're in a weird.
We've been getting along too well recently. I think that might be what it is. Patriots Panthers. Trey. 4-4 versus 4-4. We took the Panthers at the beginning of the year to be our sleeper team. Who do you have winning this one?
Oh boy, I'm taking the safer quarterback in this game, and that has to be Mac Jones. I'm sorry, I'm as a native North Carolinian. It hurts me to say this, but I feel like it's going to come down to who takes care of the ball better. And right now, you have to say it's Mac Jones. That defense is opportunistic for the Patriots. I'm taking the Patriots. Don't ask me why. I just feel like Mac Jones is gonna play the safer game.
Billy the Fridge Court. Who do you have winning this game?
I have the Patriots too. I like what Trey was saying. The quarterbacks, Sam Darnold. I didn't know I missed that take by you guys, but that was looking good for the first few weeks. But it seems like it fell off a little bit.
We were looking like geniuses, Billy, and I don't know what happened.
You were. I'm not
I'm
sold on Darnold, but I got the Pats.
I'm circling back to the Panthers this week. I feel like this is a very winnable game for them. I'm not sold on Mac Jones. I haven't been since the get-go. Is Dom out of his mind? What sort of caption? What sort of comment is that? No, I'm going Panthers this game. I feel like this is a very winnable game for them. I think that they have an opportunity to beat the one of the better teams in the NFC still, which we did talk about. It stinks to say their decline that they've been having, but I really feel like there's an opportunity for them this week to get this win. 2 more games, then we're out of here. Packers Chiefs. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers fake vaccinated and is
immunized. However you say that.
will not be playing this game. Bill, who do you have this one?
Gosh, if Aaron Rodgers was playing, I'd love the Packers, but I just Jordan Love, I don't trust him. I think this is an opportunity for the Chiefs to get a win and maybe build some momentum, see if they could get back to their former selves of the past few years at home at Arrowhead. I like the Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bill. I'm going with the Chiefs in this one. With Aaron Rodgers there, I still might go with the Chiefs, but with the fact that he's gone, I'm going Chiefs as well. Shut up, Brady. We need it. Isaac, can you block him? Look at Dom had to bring in another Browns fan. Whatever. All right.
The smart choice is the Chiefs. Aaron Rodgers, all that drama. But I'm taking the Chiefs, but I'm taking it with a grain of salt, in the sense that I could so see the Chiefs finding a way to, fumble this, and Jordan Love having a good, not great game, and somehow the Packers escape with a win, and then everybody's freaking out about the Chiefs again. But regardless, my pick is the Chiefs.
Gotcha. 3 for the Chiefs here. Finally, the big game. Every week we do this Thursday night prediction. This is our show Thursday night right before the game. It's starting in 3 minutes between the Colts and the Jets. I was told to shout out Mac Mazzarelli for this. He was just texting me, and he was saying to make sure you give him a shout out. Colts Jets. Jets have an impressive win against the Bengals last week. I think that dies this week, as I think the Colts are the better team and are also hot. I've liked the Colts since the beginning of the year. I think they got to a slow start, but they've been winning games recently. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to stop against the Jets. I'm going the Colts.
Hey, well, first off, shout out my boy Mac, miss you 12. And I'm gonna make him proud tonight, because I think his Colts are going to take care of business tonight. I think the Colts, Dom, they're going to get hot. Not only are they going to get hot, they're going to be one of the teams late in the year that might sneak into the AFC playoffs and also cause damage similar to the Bengals. I really like this Colts squad. Love what Michael Pittman is doing. Carson Wentz, when he's not making stupid decisions, looks like a great quarterback. And they got the AFC Offensive Player of the Month in Jonathan Taylor, who is running that rock behind that offensive line. Love the Colts, especially tonight against the Jets. Mike White was balling, though. Shout out Mike White.
Yeah. Billy, close us off.
Yeah, you mentioned Mike White. He led the league in passing last week, but I don't buy it. I don't believe in it. A lot of people seem to like him, like the hype, but like you said, I like the Colts, and with Derrick Henry out, they have a chance to steal this division, and I like them to go on a little run here.
Absolutely. Billy, thank you so much for joining us, my man.
Thank you guys for having me. It was fun.
We saw a lot of comments. Ian Nevisor. I don't know who Ian Nevisor is, but Ian Nevisor says we want more fridge. So we got some positive feedback for having Billy on the show this week. We might have to bring him back, see if his takes are all pan out or what. But thank you guys for watching. Billy, thank you for coming. Thank you guys for all commenting. Nads, glad you were here. You guys have a good night.
Get up, let me begin. This is TWSN. You ain't heard about us yet, well, you better know now, because it's